Hey yo danga chums! Today's video is all based around hamstring flexibility. We've put together all of our favourite hamstring stretches for you to try at home. So just to remind you that everyone's level of flexibility is different, so if you would like to bend your knees throughout any of these exercises, you are absolutely more than welcome. Really listen into your body and just remember that you're in control of how far you go in your stretches. So if anything is excruciating, then just back off a little bit or simply bend your knees. Let's get stretching. You're going to start in a crouched position, keeping your hands in contact with the floor, taking a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lengthen the legs. Then you're going to slowly bend back down into a crouch, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, lengthen the legs once again. Inhaling, bend. Exhale, lengthen the legs. Inhaling as you bend again. Exhaling, lengthening the legs. You're going to repeat this 6 more times. Really trying to allow the arms and the head to be as heavy as possible and only lengthening out the backs of the legs fully if that feels good for you. We're just thinking about warming up the backs of the legs. You'll have plenty of time to stretch deeper, so don't rush. So this is your last one. Inhaling on your way down, exhaling as you lengthen the legs, and then returning back to a crouch. For this next one, you're going to bend your knees as far as you need to allow your chest and your belly to come in contact with your thighs. You want to keep this contact, so don't let a gap come between them. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, start lengthening the legs as far as you can until you feel your chest and belly moving away from the thighs. You want to hold it at that point where the legs are as straight as you can get them, as well as keeping that contact we talked about. Hold it there, take some nice deep breaths. Then when you're ready, releasing back down to a crouch. This next exercise is exactly the same, apart from you're going to place the palms of the hands underneath the soles of the feet. So making sure the backs of your hands are in contact with the floor and you're stepping your toes all the way up to the base of the wrist. Don't just stand on your fingers. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, lengthen the legs once again. You'll feel a more intense stretch down the back of the legs. Don't worry if you have to bend the knees a little more. Make sure to keep your weight pouring down into the toes, just so you're not pushing too far back into the backs of the legs. Holding it here, nice deep breaths. When you're ready, slowly bend your knees and gently remove your hands from underneath your feet. We're going to step the legs apart quite wide for this next one. It's a wide leg forward fold. You can decide to turn the feet inwards if you'd like a stretch down the outside edge of the ankle, or you can keep the toes facing forward. When you come down for this one, think about keeping the spine as long as possible, so trying not to round the back. Imagine that you're hinging from your hips. When you're ready, place your hands on your hips, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold so that the body is coming down towards the floor. Keeping the hands on the hips for now and leading forward with the chin so that the spine is long. Again, keeping your weight in towards the toes so that hips aren't swaying back past the heels. Holding it here, nice deep breaths. When you're ready, you can slowly release the hands away from the hips down towards the floor. If the floor is not within reach, you can rest the hands on towards the shins or the knees. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine, and exhale, fold deeper. If the hands are in contact with the floor, you can think about drawing the elbows towards each other, or you can reach the hands back through the legs, palms facing down, to help draw the chest a little lower. Re-engaging with those deep breaths, holding it here. Allowing your knees to bend, you can slowly bring the hands back up onto the hips. As you inhale, slowly come all the way up to standing, rolling up through the spine. Your head should be the last thing to come up. Our next stretches are going to be down on the floor. You're going to lengthen one leg out in front of you, and you're going to bend the opposite leg, bringing the sole of the foot in contact with the inside of the straight leg. If you have any pain or issues with the bent knee, you can increase the angle, so therefore bringing the sole of your foot lower down the leg. We're going to point the toes during this round. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in as you scoop the hands up to the ceiling, lengthening out the spine. And as you breathe out, forward folding over that straight leg, ensuring that you keep your spine long and then releasing the hands down towards the floor. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears and bring the head in line with the rest of the spine. We want to make sure that our straight leg is active here, so think about pulling your kneecap up towards your hip. You'll feel your thigh muscle engage. Deep breaths. When you're ready, you can slowly start uncurling all the way to sitting. We're going to repeat this exact same stretch, but with the foot flexed. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in, scoop the hands all the way to the ceiling, lengthening out the spine once again, and as you exhale, forward folding over the straight leg, keeping the spine long, and then reaching the hands towards the floor, allowing the head to drop in line with the rest of the spine, continuing with your deep breaths. When you're ready, uncurling all the way back up to sitting. We're going to swap legs now and repeat those two stretches on the opposite side. So when you're ready, pointing the toes, inhaling the hands high, lengthening the spine, before exhaling, forward folding over the straight leg, keeping the spine long. Imagine leading forward with the chin. Releasing the hands down, keeping the head in line with the rest of the spine. Deep breaths. When you're ready, releasing and coming all the way back up to sitting. Repeating that same stretch with the foot flexed this time. Inhaling the hands high, exhale as you forward fold over the straight leg. Same pointers as before. Deep breaths. When you're ready, releasing and coming all the way back up to sitting. For this next stretch, you're going to hug the knees into the chest and hold onto your toes. Make sure you keep your knees and ankles glued together throughout. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're going to start walking the feet away from you. The only rules are that your hips must stay exactly where they are and that you cannot let go of your feet. You might find that you need to keep a bend in the legs here, or you might be able to straighten them. Stop in a position that feels best for you. If the legs are straight, try and keep the spine long as you draw the chest and the belly further down towards the legs. Deep breaths, same as earlier. When you're ready, gently letting go of the feet and uncurling back to sitting. Our last exercises are done on the floor. You're going to straighten one leg out and bend the opposite leg into the chest. You can either hold underneath the back of the knee or the ankle or the toes. Once you've found your position of choice, take a deep breath in and on the exhale, lengthen the leg as far as you can. Once you're in a position that feels best for you, you can readjust the hands if you'd like. Really try and relax your shoulders down to the floor and engage the straight leg. Holding it here, deep breaths. Then when you're ready, gently letting go of that top leg, floating it gently down to the floor, and we'll repeat it on the other side. So hugging the opposite knee into the chest, holding either behind the back of the knee, on the ankle or on the foot, taking a deep breath in and on the exhale, lengthening the leg towards the ceiling. Again, when you're ready, you can adjust your grip if you'd like. Relaxing the shoulders down, engaging the underneath leg, deep breaths. Then when you're ready, releasing the top leg gently down to the floor. And you're done. Hopefully your legs are feeling long and loosey-goosey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!